All right. So that was a quick introduction to the memory hierarchy. For the rest of this unit, for most part, we are going to focus on caches now. Okay. So let's begin our discussion of caches by understanding what is a cache. So a cache is basically a small but extremely fast piece of memory that sits between the CPU and the main memory or the RAM. So the idea is, if the CPU can find a piece of data in this fast cache, it will not have to access the slower RAM. That's the main idea behind using the caches. So let's take this very simple example to understand how caches work, right? So let's say we have, this is the RAM and it has, let's say, these two data items, x equal to 10, y equal to 20. And let's say the cache has a copy of this x equal to 10 over here. Okay. Now let's assume that the CPU is executing a program and it needs the value of x. So whenever a value is needed and we have a cache in the memory hierarchy, we'll always first go and check whether this value is present in the cache. So we'll check whether this x is in the cache, and fortunately this x is present in the cache, so it will simply be returned from here to the CPU. No need to go access the main memory. Okay. Now note that anytime we are looking for a value and it is found in the cache, this is known as a cache hit. So this is the important term you should remember. Cache hit is when you are looking for a data in the cache and it is found there. Now as opposed to this, let's say next the CPU needs the value of y. Once again, we'll first go check whether y is present in the cache. Okay, now unfortunately y is not in the cache right now, it is in the main memory. So this is going to be a miss. So anytime we are looking for a value in the cache and it is not found in the cache, we have a cache miss. So remember this term also. In response to the cache miss, we will always go grab the value from the RAM, bring it into the cache. So we'll put this y equal to 20 here in the cache and then return it from here to the CPU. Okay, this is the basic workings of the cache. So always remember this basic working model and these two important terms, cache hit and cache miss. We are going to use these frequently in the rest of the unit. Now here are some educational assumptions that we are making for simplicity and educational purposes. So first of all, we are going to assume that there is only one cache in our system. Now note that most modern microprocessors today, they employ a hierarchy of cache. They have 3 or 4 caches. This is just a simplifying assumption. The concepts that we talk about here, they can easily be extended to a cache hierarchy. The second important assumption we are making is there is no misses in RAM. So essentially any data item that we ever need for executing executing a program would always be found in the RAM. There are no misses in the RAM. Again, this is a simplifying assumption for educational purposes. In real systems, it is possible that sometimes you miss the RAM and you have to go get the data from the hard disk, but we'll not worry about that right now.